So the team found some property management videos for me to react to, so we're gonna go through those right now.
Super Luxury Apartments, this is Meg.
Hi, I'm here to sign my lease.
Awesome, it is all ready to go. Let's go over a few things and we can get started. Now, after reviewing your lease, do you have any questions for me?
Yeah, can you go back to the part of the lease about rent?
I sure can. Rent is due on the 1st of every month, and then you have a 5-day grace period, so there's no late fees until the 6th of the month.
So, when am I supposed to pay rent?
On the 1st.
And then, when is rent late?
It would be considered late on the 6th, and then these are the late fees associated with that.
Okay, so that's not right actually. Rent is due on the 1st. I actually have the exact same policy. Rent's due on the 1st. You have a 5-day grace period, and then there's a late fee assessed on the 6th. Rent is actually due on the 1st, and it's actually late on the 2nd. And the whole grace period is we're not gonna ding you or charge you additional funds for paying late until the 6th. And there's so many reasons, like, again, you know, an owner wants you to pay on time, but as a renter, like, think about this. Like, when my renter wants to go somewhere else, I try and give them some valuable paperwork in order to have a good referral to the next place that they go to. One of those things is printing out their payment history. And I say, here you go. Here's the, you know, and if you show, I've paid on the 1st every month for a year, that property manager is gonna love you. And if I saw that, I'd be like, yes, I want you. So technically though, it's late on the 2nd. And I would be super on top of making sure your payment gets in on time if you want that to look good for your next place.
So if I pay rent on the 5th, there won't be any late fees.
That is correct, yes.
So rent is due on the 5th.
No, rent is due on the 1st, but we have a 5-day grace period, so we don't apply any late fees unless you pay on the 6th or later.
So what day am I supposed to pay it then?
Ideally on the 1st of the month.
Thus the confusion. Like, that's why everybody doesn't get it, is because it's actually due on the 1st, it's late the 2nd, and the whole 5-day grace period is simply for you won't be billed an additional fee for it. And that's how we should be educating our tenants. Crazy things I have to do as my own property manager.
I don't normally show you guys this part of my life because to me it's just what I do, but I manage all of our rental properties, and today I had to climb onto a rooftop. Like, look how high this is. Like, I almost had a heart attack. Like, the things I have to do.
Climbing up on a roof isn't the craziest thing, but you know, there is a lot of stuff. I think one of the first things, I think I was like first week on my job, we had a dead possum in a pool, and you know, the tenants called us, and I was like, I'll just come do it for you. And it was at least twice as disgusting as I thought it would be, because not only is it like rock solid, but it's twice as heavy as it probably normally would be. There's so much stuff that you have to dig through, some that I definitely can't say on here. You deal with hoarding, and some of the stuff people leave behind is rough. I wouldn't deem this crazy at all in comparison to the stuff that I've seen. Are you sure these tenants moved out?
Well, yeah, I had them sign possession form. Yeah, but did you do a final walkthrough with them? No, but how bad could it be? Bad? Really bad? No big deal, we have a security deposit. We're covered. Yeah, you're gonna wanna see this for yourself. You're gonna spend the security deposit just in the bathroom alone. Oh my God, we should have done a walkthrough. If only we had followed you guys' take on real estate.
Oh my gosh, so I've done possession forms. You always get keys and lock it up after. You don't sign a possession form. So a possession form is part of the process, but you always have to do it. And another one, I have a real estate buddy that I've worked with a couple times, and he is natural property management mindset. He had a tenant who moved out, and locked it up, all that stuff, but then they broke back in through the window the night before. And he did gave her security deposit check back, all this stuff. And what he did was he went and he canceled the check before it could clear. So then he had that leverage again to make sure they stayed out of the unit. So there's a lot of different tactics we can use to ensure that we get that possession back. And but only property managers experience this kind of stuff. So
today is May 15th. It is 2 o'clock. The eviction is over. Everything the tenant wanted to take, he has taken. Everything left behind at this point, he doesn't want. He wants us to get rid of it. This is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, single-family home. And the tenant obviously doesn't care. Never did care. He has lived here with children. So we are filming this for court, Your Honor. And they had a fire in here, and they would not let us get into the home to take care of the fire.
I'm going to talk about this from 2 different standpoints. One, the tenant, and I've had some of my favorite tenants, honestly, have been hoarders. And when you know people who have a hoarding issue, and you understand where that problem comes from and the abandonment that felt why they're attaching onto these things, I have so much empathy and sympathy for these people, and I love them, but there's nothing you can do to help. We had one, and I offered to bring a trailer and guys to clean it up because they were gonna have their housing cut, and I really liked this individual and I wanted to keep them, and there was just nothing you could do to convince them to make the choice of cleaning up their lifestyle and doing that. And it was really unfortunate. We had to do an eviction on that one, and I did not enjoy that process at all. That was one of the toughest ones that I ever did because I really cared about the tenant. And but then you run into this situation where we think about this all the time from a maintenance standpoint. You get a tenant in, they start doing this stuff, the carpet gets tore up, all of this, and you're saying, well, you know what? The damage has been done. You're gonna spend 10 grand to fix it now, or you're gonna spend 10 grand to fix it later. So you can either, increase rent and try and get the money back to try and cover the cost that's gonna incur, and try and use that for the rest of the life of the products that you can get out of it. And, the tenant's comfortable living. It's a tough situation to figure out, do I try and get rid of them and deal with this? We hate going to evictions based on cause because it's just difficult. People can fight it and you spend more time in court than's necessary. There's just so much around how to best properly handle this. And this is where it's really important to build a relationship with your tenants and know them, because those solutions to these types of problems are based upon what you know about your tenant. If they're just, I don't care, everything, you're not getting anywhere, and you go straight to the attorney. But if you got somebody is a quality person, that at the end of the day, they're honest, they're gonna do what they say, and you can get out without putting them through an eviction, that's always the best solution.
My question is, how are you gonna move out, not tell them when you have a hole in the floor, and throw your diapers in it? These motherfuckers.
Diapers are not the worst thing I've seen left in a bathroom, I'll tell you that.
God damn! This is why people can't have nice things.
California, this is a 600K property. I don't know what they're talking about. No, it's damage, and well, I shouldn't say that that's damage. I don't know the condition of the unit when they moved in, but I would imagine it's probably not that. And I hate to say that is something that is it's not a normal occurrence. Most people live in a reasonable state, but damage like that kind of stuff, it happens. And again, that's why I'm grateful that I have my own on-staff maintenance to be able to go and handle this stuff quickly and know we can get it done and turned over and start making our owners money again fast. Have some more videos you want me to react to, send them my way, and maybe we can give you some more insight. You run in with some difficult challenges like some of the videos you see in here, give me a call. Maybe I can point you in the right direction.